Hey everybody, it's Platform BowEcho at youtube.com/3plaf3. As you guys probably know, there's a lot of different theories out there as to who the new Spartan in Halo 5 Guardians is. And in this video, I'll be sharing the theory that I personally think is most likely to be true. This theory involves a name, an actual character, it makes a lot of sense, and honestly, I haven't seen this theory discussed too much here on YouTube, so let's get into it. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about the Steven Spielberg Halo TV series that's set to come out in fall 2015, just like Halo 5 Guardians itself. But there's also another series that Microsoft and 343 announced back in April that's been kept pretty quiet. Taking a look at this article from TechCrunch, Microsoft has a slew of original programming set to hit the Xbox kicking off in June. The original content includes 12 projects with 6 committed and 6 in development, covering a range of genres including documentary, sci-fi, concert, and comedy. Included in this lineup is a Halo digital feature produced by Ridley Scott and directed by Sergio Mimica-Gazan, which is separate from the Steven Spielberg produced Halo live-action TV series. So moving on to this article from The Wrap, we see Ridley Scott and Scott-Free TV president David Zucker will produce the live-action project, which is expected to debut before the end of this year. Also, that the Ridley Scott series is expected to follow the same format as Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn. The story is set in the 26th century and it follows a surgically enhanced super soldier who is not Master Chief. So I bet some light bulbs are going off right now, and here's why. First off, look at Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn and Halo 4. Forward Unto Dawn's focus was to introduce to us a new character that also happened to show up and have a pretty big role in Halo 4 itself, that being Tom Lasky, or Captain Lasky as we knew him in Halo 4. So the Ridley Scott series is expected to follow the same structure that Forward Unto Dawn did. Forward Unto Dawn was based online and released 5 episodes, one each week leading up to Halo 4's launch. So there is a difference when you consider that the Ridley Scott series is set to be coming out by the end of this year, while Halo 5 Guardians is coming out the fall of next year. But other than that, really, it's like Forward Unto Dawn in the sense that it's an episodic online digital series and focusing on a character that's not Master Chief, so likely a new one. Remember that Master Chief only made a brief appearance at the end of Forward Unto Dawn, so based on this, it's likely to say that the series will probably introduce to us a new character that will be in Halo 5 Guardians. Your wheels are probably already spinning, but there's more. On May 15th, the day before Halo 5 Guardians was officially announced, The Wrap reported that according to multiple individuals familiar with the project, that actor Mike Colter is set to be part of the cast. We learned that he's expected to play Marlowe, a rising star in a futuristic army who is troubled by aspects of the military-industrial complex he inhabits. Approaching combat situations with caution and logic, he inspires loyalty in his fellow Spartans. Assuming that Marlowe is the quote-unquote surgically enhanced super soldier who is not Master Chief that the series is set to follow, it's very reasonable to say that he's the new character in Halo 5 and the guy we see in this picture. Looking at Marlowe's description where it says a rising star in a futuristic army who's troubled by aspects of the military-industrial complex he inhabits, so in other words, he questions aspects of the UNSC, and in his confusion, he could be even angry at the UNSC. As IGN put it, he has reservations about those in command. Remember that Master Chief also currently doesn't have the greatest vibes with the UNSC, and it's safe to say that the Chief is pissed off a little by the UNSC, especially if and when he finds out about Halsey, who he sees as the only ticket to getting Cortana back. So things line up even more when I make the prediction that Master Chief will probably say screw the UNSC and go, as we've been calling it, rogue. Meanwhile, Marlowe, who we know is troubled by aspects of the UNSC, I see getting fed up with the UNSC, breaking away, and somehow joining up with Master Chief, so that explains why this mystery Spartan is portrayed to have such an important role in the game. He's Master Chief's brand new badass Spartan ally. You might question, why would 343 make Marlowe appear somewhat angry and place him above Master Chief in the concept art? Well, first off, marketing. Basically, it could be done to draw attention by highlighting a brand new character and make us question why Chief looks obsolete in the picture. But why make him look so fierce? Again, it grabs our attention and initially makes us think of him as a new dangerous enemy to our beloved Master Chief. But remember that if this is Marlowe, he's probably going to be pretty amped up considering the fact that he's questioned the UNSC to a point that he actually somehow manages to break away and is now on his own. You could say he's a madman on a mission. And we can all agree that Master Chief appears somewhat deflated or lost looking in the image, and you could look at Marlowe as being sort of a saving grace. 343 actually may want us thinking of the brand new character as a bad guy based on sort of the blatant details in the art that would lead us to think so. But in this light, it's easy to see it the other way around. However, I'm gonna say that Marlowe could also start out as an enemy and then eventually become Chief's ally. And I couldn't help but think of the Arbiter and how he started out as an enemy and then later became Chief's ally. But then one could go a completely other way with this whole Marlowe thing and say, yes, it's Marlowe, but there's no way that he's gonna be Chief's ally. He's the Spartan assigned to hunting him down, assuming that Chief at some point or another goes rogue. So as you can see, there's a lot of different possibilities with just this one theory, but as I said, considering all the different theories out there, this one is my favorite, as not only does it make a lot of sense, but it actually puts a name and a character to the sky, which pretty much no other theories can do. So if it is actually Marlowe, remembering the Forward Unto Dawn point I brought up, I'd expect the Ridley Scott series to probably provide his backstory leading up to the story of Halo 5 Guardians. Following the first case scenario I shared, that would show him growing up as a Spartan in the UNSC, showing him questioning and confused with aspects of the UNSC and probably struggling between staying loyal to the UNSC despite his anger. The series could then drop us off at a couple of points, one possibly being a climatic ending showing his escape from the UNSC. Or on the other hand, if Marlowe just plays the role as an enemy in the game, then the series would probably just show his backstory and maybe introduce his role of being assigned to track down the Chief. Furthermore, I really wouldn't be surprised at all if Halo 5 in some way has a dual campaign where you play as both Master Chief and Marlowe, that being either as allies, enemies, or a mix. It's all possible. So luckily this whole mystery character deal will all probably be sorted out soon enough, as the rep expects Microsoft to announce more details regarding the series at E3, and of course we'll probably be learning a lot more about Halo 5 Guardians as well, so by the end of E3 we should know more about both the series and the game and the likely connection that they'll have. And if you're wondering about the separate Spielberg project, trust me, we'll probably learn more about that too, so there's definitely a lot in store for us at E3, which is now amazingly just weeks away. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be covering all the Halo related news at E3 and beyond. I ask you guys to leave your thoughts on this theory down below. I'm excited to see what you guys have to say. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This has been Plat from BowEcho, and BowEcho's out.